March 21st, Gatewater Hotel. Engarde's hotel room. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. That's exactly why we're here. But it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Franziska von Karma. Miss von Karma? What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so... You've got some nerve following me around. Following you... That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Ahead of us. Pearls. Always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Oh, fair enough. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting. Little girl. Alright. Beep beep, yes. Beep beep. Beep beep indeed. What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on the detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move. So that noise we heard was this receiver. You're really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed, understood? Alright. Let's shell again. What were those two talking about? Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she? We've still got the motive for the murder to do, but it's like... Is there anything else we can present now? Maybe the suicide report, or maybe I meant to do that as part of the unlocking. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I'd like to ask you about this. I told you I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. That's not that badly. Yeah, thought it'd be the same. Fair enough. I think I've already checked everything else, haven't I? Is there any new profiles? Maybe. Nope. Okay. I guess it's Magatama time. That's a 4. Motive for Moida. Why was Yuan Kurita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Engarde's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Kurita. You were not that close. That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You are not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow, I highly doubt that. It's gotta be the magazine clipping at this point, isn't it? You and Mr. Kurita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. That's to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me need to get close to Mr. Kurita? As if there was ever such a need. Can you get close to Mr. Kurita for the person's sake? Well, that has to be, Celeste Impacts, your mentor? How do you know about Celeste? Oh, there we go. Miss Impacts. She committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Oh, well, there you go. Right before her death, she was Yuan Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita, so you could find out more about the suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews? There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. That's gotta be that, isn't it? Because of the suicide note? Right? Because that isn't... Yeah.
Take that!
Miss Impax's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body. Mr. Kurita? You on? And Miss Andrews, I believe, you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. There we go. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's gonna be the second suicide, the part 2. That's the impression you like to give, however, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impax was someone very special to you.
Take that!
Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it, too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. That's... You were dependent on Miss Impax, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop. When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impax's note. You heard about it, and thought to recover it from him by getting close. Am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? Because why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Kurita dead. Me? Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. And commit murder. Murder? Oh, alright. We're through, but I didn't expect it to be... So I only presented 3 things, but okay. Although we did have Old Bag, who was very much like that case of like boom, it was all of them. That took me by surprise. A motive for Moida. It's true. I am a woman who can only live in insecurity. I am physically small. I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews, this one thing is the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note, and that someone was Yuan Kurita. Celeste About her. About her I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. She got close to Mr. Creeder to recover her suicide note, correct? It looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. Just doesn't suit me. That's all. Well, that's enough for now. Still have work to do, so... I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews? If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. Guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. I do that a lot, so I can strangely relate. Thank you for your discretion. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something? What is it? Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back. Thank you, Pearl. I've been wondering about this. It is just that case of... It has a shell on it. Why? That's the thing I feel I'm missing. That card. Yeah, I guess she has. Where does it come from? What is it? Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this. I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. Huh. Well, that's interesting. What is it? It looks like a seashell? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I was wondering if it can look like anything else. It's happened before in previous ones with shadows and stuff like that. Like, honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. I'm not remembering something clearly. Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Engarde in your capable hands. Anything else we can examine around here while we're here? Could clue us in on anything. You'd think this would be something. But there's nothing. Alright then, so... where? March 21st. Gatewater Hotel. Hallway. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Oh, Pearls. She looks so worn out by all of this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right? Oh, no. I'm okay. Really. I'm fine. I really am. You don't look fine to me. I'm feeling that's just a hint of like, there's literally nothing else you can get, so... Head on back to the office. March 21st, Wright & Co. Law Offices. So, what now? Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive. You mean Miss Impax's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Oh no. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. Hello? Wright & Co. Law Offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Maya? Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time. Phew. Which is why I suppose she is absolutely famished. Well, give her some bloody food. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, this is the thing. Like, give her some water. It's gonna be like a couple of days at this rate. So, like, she needs water, mate. She needs some water. If she dies, you're in for it, I guess. Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well. Ask Maya. Maya, is that you? Sis, ask my sis. Ooh. Maya? Maya? Damn it. Cut me off. Mystic Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she? Sis? What does she mean by that? You really can't figure that out. Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Sorry? Mia! I have a message from Maya. So come, ask me anything you want about her. Anything. How's Charlie doing? I can't examine Charlie? Oh, Charlie, are you dead? Charlie, you can't die. Charlie, no! Charlie. Let's see. Go with the radio transceiver. Sorry, but I don't have time to answer your questions. But this is why you're here. Yeah, we should be worrying about Maya right now. That's why we're with the transceiver. It's related to Maya. Alright. Sorry, but alright. Sorry, but alright. So, I'm assuming it's just going to be talking then. Maya's situation. How's Maya? She's safe. For now. The kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. Didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. I honestly was thinking, like, are they not going to use this as a way to try and find some information? But it's like, oh no. They've done that aspect. It's like, it's impressing me compared to the previous case. Let's put it like that so far. Ooh, alright then. The kidnapper. The kidnapper. What's he like? I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And? She didn't see the face of her attacker. Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? Date, time, location, I'm starving. Probably thirsty as well. I could really go for some apple pie. Oh, guess what I'm doing at lunch? I'm gonna have to go get myself a lovely apple pie with some chocolate on top. Or should I? Should I go for a big pie that I can cut into slices? Or little tiny pies, like cupcake size apple pies? Ooh, I'm feeling the tiny ones. Yeah. Anyway, yes, Maya, starving apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweet's the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised me he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis. And if you're with Nick right now. Oh! Well, there's a note right there, I can see it. I can't move anywhere, can I? If I don't do something to the door first, I don't think I'll be moving anywhere. I wonder if she'll get agitated if I do it again. That's a question, because I've never explored that as a thing. Is there any element in this where it's like, if you keep asking the same thing, someone will get annoyed? So if I kept trying to move here, would Maya eventually get to the point of like, I'm seriously fed up of trying to move. Like, just some alternate dialogue or something like that. Because that would be interesting. Just for fun's sake, you know. Okay, so let's look at the wine. What's this? Feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. It's because there are. And these, they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. That's worrying you're not thirsty, because, you need to drink. Water. Drat, it's locked. That's a light bulb. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. I wonder if that card's going to come into play with the shell on it down here. Maybe it's, like one of those swipe cards for your room. You know, you put it in like the little thing when you enter the room and it turns on the lights and all that type of stuff in a hotel room and that type of stuff. But I don't know. Because it could just be a card for something. It could be a calling card. But I'm feeling because Gatewater Hotel, there has been some kind of like shell fish type stuff in terms of like what we're eating and stuff like that. Maybe it is actually like to the shell room, like a VIP room or something like that, and that's where Maya actually is. Maybe it's like the shell bar, but you need some kind of swipe card to get in, and down in the bar there's this wine cellar, and that's where she is. That's what I'm thinking right now, but we'll see. On TV, the heroes uses plastic card. And then, click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. Yes, I wonder. Boxes? There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see. I mean, there's a light there. Your eyes would adjust and there'd be enough light in here, surely. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. Kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. Again, I'm just wondering if it's like, it's not a seashell and it's actually something else. Or a different angle. I don't know. It looks like a seashell. What a strange card. Ah, that's it. The shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright. Now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Yeah, it's that simple. Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting. Or worried. To be continued? Really? Oh no! Oh dear. March 22nd, 9:47 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Adrian did it. There's the thing, like, I'm going with Adrian because that's literally what the word is. But it could just be like Adrian. We'll still go with Adrian though. Adrian did it. And that's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze. Alright. Can't any sort of scandal ruin that? I understand. Well, it's almost time. Mia? We must get a complete acquittal today. I know. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. What now? It's him. This is Wright. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial. Maya. She's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired? Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. Grr, and such. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. Present? What in the world would you want to give me? You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. Wait. The kidnapper sent me a present. Mr. Lawyer Dude? Who was that? No one. It has nothing to do with you. So forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? March 22nd, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom. Number 3. There's no one down there. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Engarde. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor, please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman. Whoa! What? Shot? Oh, has been shot? I don't know. Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about. His present? Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage. This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she alright? I don't have the answer. She's alive and in stable condition. That's good. Phew. You're... I thought he'd show up. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Oh, I've seen him in ages. Where has he been? Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Engarde. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you, too, will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct. For now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Detective Gumshoe? Prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight. Yeah, it would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth.